Hey guys, Harsh here, back in the video. So today, as you can see, I have a special model with me today. So this is the special Kaido House series from Mini GT, and this is made in fairly small numbers, and I think only 80 or 90 or something like that have been released till now. As you can see, this is the number 79 that I have got over here. It is the Nissan Fairlady Z Kaido GT95 Drifter, and I think this is a Datsun by the body design. I'm not sure, I have to check that, I just forgot it. So it is a special Kaido House edition. So as you can see, it comes in this very nice hard cardboard box, almost like the Iono 64 version cars that they have, although this is without the acrylic case. And here you can see we have some information about the car also. We have metal body, chassis, alloy wheels, and an opening hood. So in normal MiGT you won't find an opening hood, but for the special Kaido House version, I think they have some interactive parts in which you can open up the hood or open up the back door or the trunk of the car. So that's pretty nice as well. At the bottom, it's all the same stuff about the licensing and the age restriction. So let's just quickly take it out of the box and take a closer look at it. So here is the car, as you can see. So it is a quite difficult job to take it out of the box. It is a quite tight fit. So here is the car, as you can see. If we take out this transparent plastic over here, we get our first look at a car. Very nicely detailed indeed, because this is an expensive model and you would expect at least some more details than the normal MiGT version cars. So now that we have it out of the box, let's take a closer look at it. For the first impression, I think in terms of the weight of the car and the quality of the details that are put into it, I think this is like a standard Mini GT version, but with some extra interactive parts. So I'm going to just go through over them very quickly and then I will continue on with the review. So first of all, it has an opening hood. I will open it up soon. And if you look at the bottom there, you can see we have this nice gradient finish given to the chassis, which looks very nice indeed. You can see the model number of the actual car as well. So it is a 1971 Nissan Fairlady used under license from Kaido House and MiGT and whatever stuff like that. We also have the country of origin there as well. The interior, I think, is standard Mini GT interior, nothing too special about it. Although I wasn't able to open up this car to take a closer look at the interior because there are two screws holding this car together and one of them is behind this bar over here, and that bar is externally stuck onto the car body. So I will need to remove it, put it back together and paste it with some super glue, and that is a lot of work, so I choose to skip that. At the front, you can see we have plastic insert headlight, and these are, I think, the best headlights I have seen so far in a scale model of 1:64. These headlights have the nice shape given to them, the halogen things that you see, the little black studs or whatever you like to call them, the ones which actually glow. This is all made with plastic, so gives a very nice realistic look to the headlights. And if you move further back, you can see it is on the wide body kit, so you get some extra fenders over there that are separately stuck onto the main body of the car. So the wheels fairly poke out of the sides there, as you can see. I am not actually a fan of like this much wide body. I think this is too much for my liking, but the livery on this car, I particularly like this one, so that's why I bought this particular car. The wheels, as you can see, are quite nicely detailed here, with the tire wall being printed with some sponsor which I cannot read because I think it's written in a funky style and I don't even know if it's English or not. Although it would have been nice to see some brake discs inside the wheel, but still it looks pretty nice. On the top there, you can see we have these mirrors over here, not on the door side, we have them on the hood there, which is quite strange. As you can see right now, I am confused because, as you know, Mini GT usually don't put the reflective surface inside the mirrors, so it is always the case that there is a small black rubber mirror poking out without the reflective surface. But in this case, as you can see, the whole of the mirror housing is painted in silver, so I don't know if they actually paint the mirror in silver or to mimic the reflective surface or something like that. So for this one, I think they tried their best to make the mirrors look as realistic as possible, although they are quite flimsy because these are made out of soft rubber. So just be careful with them not to accidentally struck them, otherwise they will break off because these are very small, as you can see. Moving to the sides, we can see we have some bodywork again going on. I think these are vents, but they don't have any holes on them, I'm not sure. Now let's open up the hood and see what we get inside. So for this particular case, I am actually having a hard time because I don't have enough long lens to actually poke this hood out. So what I'm going to do is just use this simple little thin piece over here and then poke it from the bottom. As you can see, they have nicely provided holes for them as well. I think that was done on purpose, so that you can push the hood up and then you can use your fingers to pull it out. It will just only pull out this much, don't try to force it to go all the way. And as you can see inside, we have a very nicely detailed engine. It is, I think, in an inline engine with what it is, 1 2 3 4 5 6 engines. So it is a inline 6 engine. I'm not that much into engines, but I think it is the case there. You can see we have the nice Kaido house cover on the top, but all in all a very nicely detailed engine. You don't get to see that in normal Mini GT models. And with the engine you get some other details like that starter or alternator, whatever that is, and this little hook over here which I don't know. It may be the lock for the hood. So all in all a pretty nicely detailed engine bay, I should say. But I think for the price that I paid for this model, it could have been more detailed, but still it is quite nice to see that. Now if you look at the door handles, I think this just topped my list for the most detailed door handle that I have seen. So it is slightly different painted, so it is having its own nice cutout, and there is actually a keyhole beneath that as well. So seeing a keyhole, I mean, that's the best that I have seen so far. Printing on it is quite spot on. You cannot actually see some deformation going on this side, but on the other side I think it is quite nice. Usually with these tiny details, model makers like have some paint bleeding issue going on, but in this case I think this is quite spot on and looks very nice. Now if you try to look at the interior, you can see it is a two-seater car and it is a right-hand drive, obviously, because I think this is a Nissan, so in Japan I think you drive on the left side. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to show you some of the interior. You can see we have the shifter, the steering wheel, and some dials from the top. You can see looks pretty nice. Also this windshield Datsun logo looks very nice as well. So this is a pretty simple standard black interior, nothing too special about it. It's just like a normal Mini GT model that you will buy. Back window, you can see it is also has some stickering on it from Mini GT and Kaido house, looks very nice. And also I think this is a space for the spare tire, maybe, I don't know. Speaking of which, if you look at the back tires from beneath, you can see how thick they are. So that's what I was talking about earlier. I mean, some thickness is quite good. Like I really like the front wheels, but for the back wheels I think they could have stuck with the front wheel thickness and remained at that. But now it almost looks like a go-kart if you look at it from underneath. Now moving to the back, you can see we have some Kaido house branding on both the sides there. Also we get this cap impression over here. This is where the fuel goes for the car. And if you look at the back side, then you can see I think this is another best looking tail lights I have seen so far. They are quite nicely placed onto their respective spots along with all the lights that there are. So we get this massive red light, the two yellow indicators, and these white indicators when the car is reversing. So that's pretty nice. Also on the license plate, you can see we get the 95 Drifter in shorts because of the word limit on the license plate. So that's pretty nice as well. The Datsun logo on the bottom there, you can see it is actually printed, not impressioned onto the body. And now finally, if we take a look at the exhaust system, I mean, it is just absolutely insane that they have put this sort of exhaust there. You can see how much far it's poking out from the main car body, but it looks pretty nice. It is all painted in black. And I have actually searched for this car online, but I wasn't able to find a real car. So I'm guessing that these are just fictional cars that Kaido house and Mini GT put together. You can see on the box that who designed it, so that's pretty nice as well. So considering this as an imaginary car, I think the exhaust pipe is quite nicely detailed. You get the holes inside it as well, and all the outside of it is black painted, which I think matches with the livery of the car. Also the inside is also black painted, so that's pretty nice. And I think that's about it for this particular model. So it was quite a nice model to have, very different model from what I usually buy and review from Mini GT. So thanks for watching the video, guys. And right now I have gained some Kaido house experience. So if you have any questions regarding the Kaido house model from Mini GT, just drop down a comment below. I will try to answer it with my best capabilities. So thanks for watching the video. Hope you like it, and I will catch you all in the next one.